Todo kamukururo karia kagayanĩtie mũtũrĩre na maũndũ maitũ ma gũkũ mĩciĩ-inĩ na ũndũire-inĩ na kanitha nĩ a very thin line. Tũkoragwo tũgĩtungatĩra andũ amwe na koguo nĩkĩo ndoigire reke tũrute wĩra tũrĩ hamwe. Ngwete hihi na njĩra nguhĩ mũno makĩria harĩ maũndũ mau twagweterwo haha. Aingĩ nĩ mũkũririkana ngĩcaria kura when I was looking for my vote first to be elected as governor. Tondũ hĩndĩ ya senator ndagĩũkĩte na ngamwandĩkĩra ka SMS na hĩndĩ ĩyo mũgĩthura mĩaka ya mbere ĩtano mũgĩtwo senator wa SMS na ngĩtĩkĩra nĩ ũrakohianaga hĩndĩ ĩyo tondũ na niĩ hĩndĩ ĩyo ndiakĩrĩ na mĩgũthĩre mũno no nginyagia ngĩacaririe njĩra ya kũmũkinyĩra. But after that mwandũma in parliament, in our senate, I did what I should have done to make sure at nitwagarura maundu maguko gwitu. Andu aingĩ arĩa matoĩ, I am the author of more than 7 bills in the Senate. But most important, niĩ nĩ ndambĩrĩirie and I authored the motion to ensure that resource sharing is equal as far as the population of our people in this country is concerned. One man, one vote, 1 shilling. It was a big call. And I moved it until the last day, although there was a lot of opposition. And opposition will always be there, based on the wrong thinking. We are fighting for resources. I was fighting for resources, and I'm saying that because some of the people against big odds, major odds, where we are very many, but with a very, very, ill-advised concept, if I would use that word. So the narrative was that andu agicigo giki ati he benefit mukoragwo mwena cio cianyu itagirwo gukorwo cireho ati he mbeca mwaheirwo kana mwatigeirwo muonaga out of the normal koguo gwatuika ati mbeca ikigayo cia thirikari cianyu ihanyihio. And that is why I started the 1 man 1 vote 1 shilling. After that ngioka kuhoya kura ya gutuika governor. Ndokire ndina kabuku. I had a book. Everywhere I stopped. And I remember campaigning here in Thika. Then Governor Wamatangi's manifesto. And those were my ideas and my thoughts and my plan on what I wanted to do within our county ya Kiambu. Specifically if you remember, adu aingĩ mareciragia atĩ ngiuga ũhoro wa Thika Industrial Smart City ati ndiroiga uguo tondu ni ndirecira ningenda guthurwo mwaka wa 2027. No, ungirona ikabuku karia ndekaga nako campaign in 2022 na ndandikite ibuku riu 2021 manifesto. My pillar number 4 yari Thika Industrial Smart City. Gogo ningwenda andu a Thika makorwo makimenya ati ti undu ndiragerereria kana undu ndira fluke. Not a campaign strategy. It is a thought that I have held and a belief that I have in my mind that there are things which are possible. Right now, from the county assembly to the Senate, na Senate very soon committee more than 10 senators together to mathuthuria maundu maria mothe njugite which are possible. And I told them no digotinda ngikimwerera haha ningwenda mweto public participation. Please come and you see what we are saying about Thika. That means ati to succeed na our plan ya gutua Thika an industrial smart city effect ya economy ya Thika, it will be unbelievable. Twatwarire ibuku riu na muswada ucio na maundu maria mangi mothe thiini wa Senate. They were amazed to see the opportunities which are there. Tondu guku Thika ithuĩ twĩ barabara-inĩ, everybody else aria mena kuria mwena wa Isiolo, aria me Marsabit, aria me Garissa, aria me every other part Ithwe mahitukagira haha, we are at the mouth of the economies of all those other counties. Tukiarĩrĩria ũhoro ũcio in the Senate, andũ arĩa mahũragĩra rũhĩ mũno nĩ Waria, arĩa me Garissa, na arĩa me Marsabit, na arĩa me Isiolo. Mona ati already nĩ tũigĩte aside land haha tũkũhota gũthondeka a proper airport. Ati andũ acio othe marĩga indo ciao ciothe iria matwaraga airport kũrĩa na maũndũ marĩa mekaga kuma haha nĩgetha mathiĩ JKA. If we start, they will have investors who will come and help us. Nĩgetha tuambĩrĩrie ongorwo nĩ the airport there. And everybody here now does not need to go all the way to JKA na jamu na ki. The land that we have set aside here to ensure that we spur industry thĩinĩ wa Thika and bring back the life ĩrĩa yatũraga gũkũ thĩinĩ wa Thika as the first most industrialized town in Kenya. We bring it back. And what that would mean is that universities should be gũkũ Thika. The university Thika, we have very many universities and small technical colleges here. We've got TIBS, Twina Gretza, we have MKU, we have all these other institutions. And ask yourselves, all these young people, Tokiugati Adoya, these young people are our future tomorrow. So what future are we building here in Thika? Nanekio do kirena the concept. At the north hota go tap potential ashaneshi show the morona to kire Thika from all the country and make it real. Todo wana to bereria and we spur the industry. And this does not mean at nwokuruta shirikishia kuidana muhuko. No. We have so many investors metereire. Nigeda wana to alikia kugena status yeo. They will come and invest and these young people can have jobs here. Adwago kodeka todo ne jugete go maita maige, and I don't say that in spite of anybody kana hemodo de na fatanake todo ne moenie maundu ma ngui na inegene na maheni na siasa itaina kureire. I'm not there. Ni dutaga wira for a purpose that me akenwe tano muraheire. I want to make a difference in Kiambu. Nigeda giumogo, there are things you can count. Na mugage, whether it is 5 years only. But you will say that there is a guy we gave a job for those 5 years, but he made a difference. Ege toraho ege ya kuma 2027. Eyo nega yogato he na wishi anyu na virora tukaruta. But let's talk about now. Todeno niyo tuwe nayo. Na nikio mwigu agiuga goko Thika kwanza niko daberirie thina mutungatiri. Here this where my first problem started. Nige wona gehoro muno. Because goko mugoda wanyu here in Del Monte mabite makaheana mugoda 100 acres before we became a county government. After that magishoka makiheana mugoda oge 790 acres. There was a big plot. Ati eka ishi gana rimwe ciaheanĩtwo mũtanatuĩka county. It is still there and nobody knows about it. But then there is this other 790, it is known. So neana ishi 790 nicio ciramenyeka na ishi 100 ishi nĩ cia andũ arĩa marathurirwo. Tubange nigetha icirĩo giwasha. This is where the future of our people is, and that's part of my biggest problems even here in Thika. When I said no, it became a big battle even up to today. But my consolation and my satisfaction, finally we succeeded, and many years to come, whether I'm there or not, maybe when I'm gone, but generations will remember that what we did at that time, we did the right thing, and will change the future of our people. Koguo ndemwire maundu mau mothe muregwa riu tukigweterwo hane heshimiwa ya ndigutindage macokera Thika no thaici, my good people, thaici Thika. We, in all the more than 50 primary schools that are in the entire of Thika, by today, I have already built complete ECD centers, 31 in Thika. Na mwaka uyu turaka another 14 between now na December. Between December and February, we will do the remaining. Nigetha tukoro in the entire of Thika hatire hado tutakite new ECD centers. Madhivitari maitu, as you already know, in the spread of the population of Thika, mwari kia godhura, woko kwa modo gwetu mheshimiwa Boro, where we are now in Kameno, I have already given an extra 48 million to upgrade the Vitari wa Makongeni into a level 3 hospital. Besides the renovations that I've done, I also gave another 56 million waka the Vitari wa Kigajo, which has already started. And then, besides that, niambwira ntokete no bus parking haha no tutirekete maundu ma the stalls zira turenda gwaka. We'll do stalls there to accommodate our young people. Arameko kwa makihura biashara ko haha mutungatiri uria twagwetero haha. There's a road that I'm doing Kabro here ya guthi kumerera kuma haha primary up to Thokoine, but I also have a plan and we will do that. Haribesha siakwa iria dina cia development under the World Bank program ya KUSIP. I'm intending to do Kabro standard kuma all the way haria bus parking goka past this kanisa gutonya ginya tauni nigetha rukunguru ruturaga guku na ki na drainage tathiaga we finish it. Tondu ni njui aingi anyu onawe ungiuka Thika ukigerera haha, it is a nuisance. And I'm going to organize these young men and other traders. I'll do a good port for them. You know, and then you can have things that are functional. We are clear. We are very, very clear. This market, let me say that the Kweno ya Makongeni, history will bear that in the year 2016, the senator, I traveled to Washington, D.C. to World Bank headquarters. Hederia World Bank marugamirie besha cia gwaka thoko in the Republic of Kenya. Twahetwo thoko kuma kundu gwetagwo Juja, tukaheo thoko kundu gwetagwo Kikuyu, tukaheo kundu gwetagwo Ruiru, tukaheo kundu gwetagwo Kihara, tukaheo guku Thika Makongeni. If you go to Juja, there's a market today. If you go to Ruiru, there's a market today. If you go to Kihara, there is a market. In Kikuyu, there's a modern market. In Makongeni, there is none. No besha siyo to hairo hedeo, but to ikaraga ishoka ikirogamio. Reason kwa gire gusha niyo na bara ekitoma dhoko irogamio na besha withdraw. I had to travel myself. I was the chairman of the committee in parliament then. The money is there even today. But wavata atogoria magirega kuhuthira meciria maona jirere yagireire na to prioritize kwiyenda na mashindano matari na kuria mari ati nigetha we wirwo niwe kana ti uyu na niguo kwahianikire hindi iyo tondu MP ria wari kuo mathire kurwa na governor ria wari kuo magitindikana guku kinya thoko ya gicinwo. The World Bank said no, and that is why I have held my ground that this time Kimani Wamatangi will do things differently. Aigenyu ne jweni mareyuria niki kiratuma Wamatangi aigwikane ati age kuigwikana kuria siasa ini ati murengo uyu kana ageka ati. That is not my priority, and that's what I'll finish with. That's not my priority right now. I have no interest. I have one priority, to make sure that and the things that I promised that I will do, I have done them to satisfaction. If you agree with me, I want us to change the narrative. Before in politics, it's been too long. You know, we just come to come where modo. We all come telling you but immediately after elections, the story changes. rugatiga ninge rwatiga gutuika rwa uthii wa na mbere na maundu maria mundu ageka rwatuka ninge ru ni siasa uria ti wa guku uria ti mwega uria ke 5 years igathira. I'm saying this to you this afternoon, hopefully ati ni tukuiguithania na njira iria ni ndireciria nayo ta gavana wanyu uria mwaheire wira, including myself. Wakinyia mwaka wa 2027, if I, Kimani Wamatangi, come to you with a story, ati kiama kiria hena aria mwe na gikuruvu gike, if that will be my story, I have no business being the governor. Kick me out. I'll waste your time. I'm going to compromise the future of your children and your lives if that is my story. But wana doka with something that relates and actions that you can live with. Twigirene to gwaka mashukuru turaka mothe, twigirene to guthondeka mathibitari turathondeka mathibitari, tukiuga ni tuguthondeka bursaries ni turathondekire, ngiuga ni gwika o ni turekire, and you can see it yourselves. Then hedio ni ngamuhoya kura. And by the way, mukoro mukiririkana what I have said as a commitment in this church this afternoon. Ni digoka mwaka wa 2027 ko muherugano goka na report ya uria jikite maundu mothe muregwa magitarwo mahituka in your eyes and in your judgment. I'll ask you to allow me to finish my term. Kogo mawira mau mothe muregwa mwerwo turutite will continue nginya mawira mau marike. Modo wetu Kahora, wapi Kahora? Is he around? Okay, hore muthuri ucio ruhi. Kahora niwe urugamirire maundu maitu ma fire brigade, our fire team, fighting team. Na muthuri ucio na team yake ni makoretwo makiruta wira. Before I talk about kuhorana na mwaki, let me sensitize anake na iretu na aciari aguko about what we have done as a county with him na team twarehire kuma bururi wetagwo Poland. Kiambu last year turatumire anake na iretu makiria ma ngiri 3 in the last 2 years. Thina wa mabũrũri maja Qatar, Korea, Saudi Arabia na mabũrũri maria mangi me trained firefighters. Na thina wa Kenya ngima, thina wa Uganda, Tanzania, actually south of the Sahara other than South Africa. Thaishi Kiambu institution ito ya training ya fire, it is the most advanced. Ithuĩ nĩ ithuĩ tũtrainaga andũ a Kenya Airways kũmahoreria mwaki. Ithuĩ nĩ ithuĩ tũtrainaga county ingĩ. Last week we were dealing with a request from other counties to come nigetha moke benchmarking kinya aria murona maraka kuria gwetagwo Konza Technopolis. They wrote me a letter last week requesting magiaka Konza mabe moke matrainwo na meke benchmarking thĩinĩ wa county ya Kiambu uria meko establish their firefighting program. Ndamwĩra ũguo nigetha mwaigua hĩndĩ ĩrĩa tũratangatha tũtũigire tũgũcoka gũtangatha nigetha tukoya anake othe aria me aguku tutige gutrainaga andu a county ingi tutatrainite andu aitu, because people come from Kirinyaga, people come from Embu to be trained. Thaici makorogo maikarite cukuru witu na wa boarding kuria Kiambu, but most of our young people are not benefiting. Kogo ni gwenda mumenye ati it is not in vain guka. We have good job opportunities for our young people. Muthuri gwetwo Kahura ni okoroga rugamirire na nio marari guko kuhoria mwaki ucio mutungatiri weru urari haha kiharo. That is how efficiently we work tukihoria Kahura ruhi. Lastly, boro ne gukuria uririkane barabara icio ciothe turaiga tondu nitwakuheire matawa na ugikira mwena uria ungi wa kiganjo mwena uyu matawa maria mothe turakuheire this time wikire matawa guku makongo eno yothe guthereruke wega o tugithondekaga barabara nigetha itura rikori itura riega. So mureke ndikirie hau ngucokia ngatho tondu hindi ndakiri haria nja mutungatiri twari haria tugicerwo guo tukirora wira uria twarutite na ngiuga ndi haria tondu ni mwiga mwe guku thiini wa kanitha ni tuguthondeka ceiling na gutiari na harambe ngiuga ni ndamiambiriria na tukiheana mbeca iria twaheanire hindi nigetha wira wambiririe Nego congratulate. I want to congratulate you. You've done a good job. Mwihorere ikaruhi. It's a beautiful place. Lewero yo ginagwo wa kore ya kanitha witu wa Makongo nego mwambiriria na ndake ambiriria murekia uria murarikirio riku uria murarikirio tondu ni ndakirwo Sunday nego twina the main function koguo Elder Kimaro ugiukana gikabu giaku no gwikire indo haha on behalf of the church na Boro na Deputy Speaker na Musheke Mutungu na municipal manager wa Thika ona yeye ndio mushahara riu tire utare wira okay haya and then the other MCs modo the career to get we kido shito haha ogana kenene ndio kero modo karwe mbere mugi so hera basha yakwa aboroka Deputy Speaker Keria tabetu ikishi to haha cianyu no nginya